Welcome to this Great Grades Maths video, which is part of Module 1 using numbers, and this is video part 3, addition and subtraction. And in this video we're going to look at two different methods that we can use to help us to add and subtract numbers together. And by looking at two different methods you can choose which one is best for you. So first of all, let's look at addition. And we're going to first of all look at the splitting or partitioning method. So to illustrate this, let's try to do this sum, 752 plus 387. How can we do this? These are very large numbers that it's difficult to add in your head. So the first thing that we need to do is that we need to identify the place value of all of the numbers. And if you're a little bit unsure about what the place value of a number is, then you need to go back to the very first video and look that up. So once we've identified the place value of all of the numbers, then we have to add all the thousands together, followed by all the hundreds, add all the tens together, and then finally add all the units together. And that will give us our final answer. So, for 752 plus 387, first of all, we need to identify the place value of all of the numbers. So, for the hundreds, there are 7 hundreds in the first number, and 3 hundreds in the second number. So adding those two together, 700 plus 300, well, that gives us 1,000. So next we need to look at the tens. Well, there are 5 tens giving us 50 in the first number, and 8 tens in the second number giving us 80. So 80 plus 50 gives us 130. And then next we need to look at the units. So in the first number there are 2 units, and the second number 7. So 2 plus 7 gives us 9. So now we need to add up all of these numbers, 1,000, 130 and 9, and that's quite easy to do, and that gives us 1,139. So let's try our second method then to the same addition, and this is called the column method. And what we need to do here is, first of all, we need to write out one of the numbers below the other, and we need to make sure that we line up all the units, line up all the tens, and line up all the hundreds for each number. And if we have tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, we would have to line those up as well. So we set out the sum like this, and notice that the hundreds are lined up, the tens are lined up, and the units are lined up. So now we've done that, all we have to do is add the numbers together. So first of all, the units then, 2 plus 7, well, that gives us 9. 5 plus 8, well, that gives us 13. But notice we can't put 13 underneath the 5 and the 8 because there's only room for one number. So we put the 3 in there, and then the 10 we carry over to the next column. And that's to remind us that we have to add it on to the next set of numbers. So now we add up the hundreds. So that's 7 plus 3 gives us 10. Plus 1 gives us 11. So our answer is 1,139. So let's look at subtraction now then. And we'll look at our first method, which was the splitting or the partitioning method. And so let's try to do this sum then, 86 minus 47. And what we have to do first of all is we have to split up the 47. So we split it up into 4 tens, which is 40, and 7 units. So we take our number, 86, and first of all we take away the tens. So we take away 40. So that gives us 46. Now what we have to do is take away the units. So take away 7 from 46. Well, that's quite easy because 46, if we take away 6, that will give us 40, so an extra 1 gives us 39. So our final answer is 39. So let's try the second method then, the column method, for the same subtraction, 86 minus 47. So first of all we line up the numbers just as we would have done for the addition, with the tens and the units all lined up, and we have to take one from the other. So 6 minus 7 can't go, so we have to borrow 10 from the 10 column. So the 8 becomes a 7 then by borrowing a 10, and that gives us 10 units, which we add on to the 6, giving us 16. So now we can do 16 minus 7, which gives us 9. And now we take the 7 and the 4, so 7 take away 4, which gives us 39. So our final answer is 39. Well, thanks for watching this Great Grades Maths video about addition and subtraction. For notes about this topic, extra questions, and to look at more videos, please visit greatgradestuition.com.